Hey guys, today I will show you how to turn any N8N workflow into an MCP server. Let's begin. First of all, I created this workflow which ingests data from RSS feeds related to crypto and then provides the latest crypto news based on these RSS feeds that I have used. The workflow is pretty simple. I have just created it for the simplicity's sake of this tutorial. It's not complicated, so I'm using two RSS nodes here from different RSS feeds, and then I'm merging the both of the outputs. Then of course, as you can see here, we are outputting with this merge 56 items. So of course, I will have to take in these 56 items and turn them into one item that is LLM ready. So I'm using this code node here, which detects some known like crypto keyword and then creates the final digest that the LLM is gonna take to explore and output the latest related news. So yeah, as you can see, here is the output, the news digest. And then we are taking that one item or one news digest and passing it to a basic LLM chain. As you can see here, giving it a simple prompt, which is you are an expert cryptocurrency analyst and all of the rest. I'm using Gemini 2.0 Flash for this basic LLM chain. So yeah, this one will be turning it into an MCP server. Notice here the key point that we must include for this to work. We don't have any normal trigger here like a scheduled trigger or a chat trigger or whatever. So we are using the when executed by another workflow trigger. To include this, you have to right click on add node, look for executed. Go here and under triggers, you will have to select this when executed by another workflow. So yeah, it will give you something like this. There is not much to configure here. You can keep this to accept all data, or if you want to go a bit into details, you can change it to define using JSON example and give your JSON inputs as you wish. Of course, this depends on the input of the next nodes that you're using. So for example, if we were filling like a form or filling a Google Sheets with predefined fields, we will have, of course, to define the JSON for that. For this case, it's pretty simple. Let's leave it at this. This is the first part done. Of course, we have a workflow that is ready to be executed with another workflow. Now we are going to turn this into an MCP server. So this takes us to our next part or the next workflow that we're using, which is called the MCP workflow. As you can see here, it is split into two parts. One part for testing. So we are using an AI agent. We'll get to this later. And one part for actually turning that workflow that we have just seen together into an MCP server. So for this, we need only one simple node. You can get it by right-clicking in the workflow, click on add node, look for MCP and then select MCP server trigger and then include it here. It will give you URLs to test your MCP server. Basically, we are creating an MCP server with this. Authentication, keep it to none. And then the path, I named it to get RSS. We will be working mainly with a production URL later on. So click this and copy it. And then here we will see this tools option here. Just click on add tool. It will give you all of these options. For our tutorial, we are turning a workflow into an MCP server. So we will be using this call N8N workflow tool, which will be communicating with the previous workflow using this trigger here. So include this. When you open it, just give it a description so your AI agent will know later on when to execute it. So I gave it call this tool when requested updates on the crypto. For the source, select databases. For the workflow, from list, and then select the workflow that you have created. For my case, it is the RSS workflow, so I'll be selecting that. And that's pretty much it for the setup. Now we will be moving on to the testing. So with this only, we have created our MCP server. You will need to go to the workflow where you have created your MCP server, not the workflow that you were trying to execute or turn into an MCP server, just this workflow. And then here it will be inactive, so turn it on to active. All right, for the testing now, right click on add node, look for chat trigger and include it. It will give you something like this. All right, and then we will need an AI agent. So again, right click on add node and then AI agent, include it. It will give you something like this. Here we will have to configure it a bit. So for the source for prompt, keep it to connected chat trigger node. Prompt user, you will not have to change this. It will take the chat input from the chat trigger here and pass it directly. Give your AI agent a simple system message. So click on add option here. It will be an option saying add system message. When you add it, it will give you this text area here. You can fill it with the system message you wish for. Alright, once you have set your system message, you will have to go to the chat model and click on add chat model. It will give you a list of LLM providers that you can choose from. I went with the Google Gemini chat model. Of course, I have inputted my credential for Google AI Studio. So click here, click on create new credential, and then include your API key from the Google AI Studio. I have already done that. For the model, you will have to choose the model that you will be working with. As I said, I'm working with the Gemini 2.0 Flash. So we are ready. All right, now we will have to open the AI agent again, and then under tools, click here and then click on add tool. When you click it, you will have to choose the MCP client tool. It will give you something like this. And here we will configure the connection to our MCP server. So for the SSE endpoint, you will have to get this. Remember when I told you to copy this production URL, just copy it and paste it here in the SSE endpoint. For the authentication, keep it to none because we didn't set any credential or authentication in here. And then for the tools to include, just select all, since we have only one tool here, which is the call N8N workflow. If you change it to selected, you will have to choose the actual name of the tool that you're gonna be using. So call N8N workflow tool, you will have to select it here. So we'll keep it to all for our case. And just like that, we are set to go. Now let's test our workflow. Open the chat again. Keep this to active as well, as you can see. So let's ask our LLM, give me updates about crypto. As you can see here, it's using the crypto updates tool, finished using it, and then it gave us an answer. So if you go here in the logs, we will see the crypto updates. We gave it an input since we don't need an actual input. So we're accepting all data here. We don't need to ask any question here. It will just detect everything. So it executed the tool call N8N workflow tool, which is this one. And then it gave an output, which is this one, basically news about crypto. And now the AI agent structured that output into a better version with bullet points, etc. So now if we go back here, go to executions, we will see that we have executed successfully our workflow by the AI agent. And if we go here, we will see the output of that, which will be similar or the same, not similar, to this output here. So we know that we have successfully executed. So yeah, guys, this has been it. Of course, the sky is the limit with this one. I just gave you the basics and you can customize it and improve upon it, of course. Leave us in the comments. We want to know your creations, of course. So yeah, all the tools and assets will be available soon in the free community that we are going to create on Colab. We'll let you know when we release that. Just keep an eye on the description of this video. And yeah, that has been it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be seeing you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.